This is my first episode of my Visual K ABCs series, and I'm super excited. I just feel like it's gonna be a train wreck. But I'm pretty sure by like mid ABCs I'll have like a flow kind of going. Just depends. My name is Savette. I talk about whatever I want to, whenever I want to on my channel. And I'm going to be doing the letter A today. I was originally going to review 3 bands, but I don't know if I didn't like Acid. I don't remember what. There was something about Acid that made me drop them. I just ended up doing Angelo and Awoi, and I think I made a pretty good choice. So yeah, let's start with my least favorite of the two. Awoi was a band that I did not know. They look like this. They look really nice. The reason why I chose them under letter A was because I liked their aesthetic. Kind of reminded me in a way of, you guys remember when Gilgamesh was doing the all black suits thing? I'm really big on suits and gloves and just all black concepts. So Alway really caught my attention. The vocalist's name is Otogi and the guitarist's names are Sin and Sho. The drummer's name is Ryo and the bassist's name I think is Saki. I should know that, like that should be simple to remember. And yes, I did look up all those names to make sure that I got them right. I want to make sure that when I'm making these videos, I present all the names, even if I have to like look them up and memorize them, because some of the people are connected to other things. And if I'm not mistaken, Ryo is the support drummer of the 13. I don't know if he's still a support drummer for the 13, but those are the members, and the album that I listened to was their best album. I was very surprised that I had never heard about them before, but they had like a whole best album. You gotta be making a lot of music to have a best album from what I've seen in like Visual K. So that was the first album I decided to listen to. So let's get to the stuff that I like before we start with the things that I didn't like. I liked a lot of their slow songs more than their heavier songs. Even if the slow songs had screaming in it, they were much more appealing than the heavier songs. There were some interesting parts in some of the music. This is one part that I liked in one song. There was quite a bit to filter through, and to be honest, I didn't like a lot of it, but the songs that I did like became more appealing as I listened to them more. Maybe in that way it's kind of cheating, because it's like you didn't really like them, you just forced your ears to listen to them until they became not that bad. With Awoi, I feel like there's a lot of good parts in their music in between mediocre parts. You know, it's not really bad or good, it's kind of in the middle. I heard a lot of interesting things in some of their songs, but for the most part, it was like, okay. Some of the things that I disliked were the really, really basic riffs. Basic riffs are something that is all over the place in Visual K. So I feel like that's why average is what comes to mind. A lot of the songs were kind of meh rather than, oh, this is amazing. I always give myself the ability to listen to other albums or more music if I feel like it's not really that good and another album might be better, but I didn't have a desire to listen to anything else after the best album. And that was my basic opinion of Awoi. Do I recommend people listen to them? Yes. I feel like if you like Otogi's vocals, then you will enjoy it. That's all I have to say about Awoi. Check them out if you want to. If the little tidbits of music that I put in this video aren't appealing, then don't check them out. So yeah, Awoi's out the way. Alright, now let's talk about Angelo. The reason why I chose Angelo as the second group I wanted to listen to for this episode is because the members and the groups that they're from. I noticed that Giru was in Angelo. I've always liked Giru. Then I noticed that a lot of Purot members were in Angelo. Kirito Kota, the bassist, Takeo was on drums, and then Despairs Ray. They had freaking Karyu from Despairs Ray as well. That's wonderful. Second guitarist. Well, I don't know if he was like first or second or head, whatever, but I thought that was pretty cool. You have Purot, you have Despairs Ray, and you have Vidal. That's freaking awesome. All that stuff is like my era of what I was listening to, and that is what made me want to listen to Angelo. I had never previously listened to any of their music, even though I heard a lot about them. The album that I chose to listen to was RETINA. I only wanted to choose one, but I don't know. With Angelo, there were a lot of hits, but there were also a lot of misses. So I felt like I needed more time, not so much, you know, to document and record, but just more personal time to filter through what I liked and what I didn't like from them. So something that I really liked about the songs on RETINA were they had a few songs that had very, very uplifting feelings and undertones and melodies in them mixed with the rock, and I really, really like that sound. It's really, really hard to describe, and I don't know a lot of music terminology, but here's an example. Voice is really nostalgic. Like, it really reminds me of older Visual K. I really, really like his voice. I feel a sense of nostalgia when I listen to it, and I especially like in some songs where his voice is more raspier. I really, really love when his voice just does the raspy thing. I think that's why Angelo was more enjoyable for me to listen to. I mean, the voice is a make or break. I did mention that I listened to RETINA, but I also listened to Psyche. I did not like Psyche. I thought maybe if I went backwards, I would like maybe some of the older stuff. And I found a lot of older stuff that I liked on Metallic Butterfly more so than Psyche. When I do start listening to more of Angelo's music, I feel like I'm probably gonna go backwards more so than forwards, because Psyche, I didn't like any of the songs on there. It was very different from RETINA. Metallic Butterfly wasn't too bad. I found quite a bit of songs that I really liked on that album. I would say one of the things I did not like about Angelo's music is a lot of the music sounds the same. It's either a hit or it sounds like everything else. And that's the problem I came across on Psyche. I just felt like a lot of the songs sounded the same. Overall, it was mostly good. I did not listen to Purot much either. You know me, I only like Yuyami Suicide. That's one of my favorite songs of all time. That's the only Purot song that I really liked. So it kind of makes me want to listen to Purot's music as well, because I do like Kirito's voice. So yeah, my overall opinion of Angelo was pretty positive. You know, it's interesting. I feel like Kirito has a really good voice for industrial music. I feel like he would be really, really good at that. That's all. Those are the two groups that I reviewed, Awoi and Angelo. I will put the albums that I listened to and more information about the albums in the description, and that will be my way of sharing it with you guys in some way, shape, or form until I get my priorities straight. I don't know how this is going to be structured, so we'll see. Peace out, guys.